once you make a habit, it will be so easy to get your daily steps in, and you can easily lose weight without even trying to. Hi guys, welcome back to a YouTube channel. So today's video, as you would have guessed it, as I'm walking right now, is about walking, how you can use walking to lose weight, to lose fat. Why is it such an underrated form of cardio to lose weight? Currently it's around 11:30 and I'm still completing my steps. I usually aim 10k steps every day. So like 7,500 steps. So I'll probably easily reach around 10k steps before midnight, which is the goal. So I want to excuse about the quality of the audio and the video in this YouTube clip. Just wanted to keep this raw as much as possible and show you how easy it is to lose weight if you just take out a little bit of time, and how you can use walking to reach your fat loss goals. So let's get started. Before I tell you that how you can use walking to lose up to 5 kgs in 1 year while keeping everything the same, just taking out a little bit time every day, let's just discuss the benefits of walking. First benefit is of course that you can do it anywhere and at any time, and everyone can do it regardless of their age, just like I am doing right now. It's around midnight and I'm walking so that I hit my daily step target. Of course it's not feasible to go to the gym right now or do some kind of sport, but walking can be done at anywhere, any place. The second point is that it's sustainable. It doesn't require any equipment or any dedicated place. So more often than not, you'll be walking every day if you make a habit. Whereas even if you are like one of the most dedicated people at the gym or running or swimming, there will be days where you cannot perform that activity due to some reason or the other. But walking, like you can say 330 days out of 365, you'll be walking most of the time if you actually want to. There will be very few days like medical emergencies or some very busy days like you'll be sitting all day long. So unless you really don't want to walk, there's no other reason why you can't walk every day. So it's the most sustainable and easy to go about cardio. Just because it doesn't makes you feel like breathlessness, and it doesn't ramps up your appetite, you think that it's not effective. But I'll come to that how it can be the most effective form of losing weight, especially if you're a beginner or you're an overweight person. Continuing on the second point, it doesn't ramps up your appetite as other forms of cardio. You must have noticed after a really hard session of running or swimming, you might feel hungry and you might eat more calories than you burnt. But in walking, more often than not, that's not the case. If you eat healthy most of the times, it won't ramp up your appetite unless you are at too low a level of a body fat or you're doing extreme number of steps like 20k plus. But then also it's hard to overeat to eat the calories that you burnt. And one more thing, it's very easy to recover. So like if you're especially dedicated to gymming and weight training and or some other sport, and you add running on top of that or other form of cardio to lose weight, it's very difficult to recover and to perform the activity that you're actually dedicated in. But in the case of walking, it won't hamper your primary activity such as weight training, and you can easily include walking along with the activity that you love or that you're preparing for. Next point is, of course, it's very hard to find a cardio which can be as productive as walking. Of course, if you're running hard, if you're cycling hard, you cannot do any other activity except listening music. But if you're walking, you can listen to your podcast, you can even attend your business calls, you can even write down notes on your phone which you have to do, you can attend phone conversations with long lost friends, and much more. Perhaps if you have a treadmill at home, you can even play PlayStation or any other game, or even watch your favorite Netflix series. That way you're not just wasting time on this episodes and all, but also burning calories at the same time. Whereas if you're like running hard on the treadmill, it's really difficult to watch a TV series. The next point is that it's the safest form of cardio. It's very hard to get injured from walking unless you're like walking on a very unbalanced surface. And one more thing, that unless you're suffering from a foot injury or a leg injury, there's no reason to stop walking. Even in the worst of the injuries of the shoulder or the bicep or any other muscle, you can still continue to walk, and it might even help to recover from that injury much faster. So walking not only helps you in recovery, but it also is the safest form of cardio. even if you're skinny, you still need to do some sort of cardio for your heart health. So walking in that time can be the most beneficial because it doesn't require any sort of recovery, and it might actually help you in recovery from your weight training. And also, skinny people often complain about that they cannot digest most of the food and they have troubles digesting. So that's where walking can help. If you do other forms of hard cardio, it will more likely or not hinder your recovery, and it might be detrimental to your weight training goals. Now let's answer the question for which most of you are watching this video: how can we lose up to 5 kgs of body fat in 1 year while keeping everything the same? So let's say you currently walk around X steps per week. For that, you need to measure your steps. Do not include any other exercise, not any intentional exercise. Like, let's continue with what you're doing, going to the office or sitting at home, and let's say your average steps are X. That X can be high or low depending on your activity. So let's say your X steps is 4,000, and keeping your eating habits the same. Like, if they are good, let them be good, or if they're bad, let them be bad. So while doing X steps on a daily basis, and while eating around your average calories on a daily basis, you'll get to know your maintenance calories. And if you walk like 2500 to 3000 steps, you burn easily around 100 calories, a normal person. If you are overweight, you'll burn more than 100 calories. If you're underweight, then you'll probably burn less than 100. But an average person will easily burn 100 calories for 2500 steps. To lose 1 kg of body fat, you need around 7500 calorie deficit. So like, if you just add 30 minutes of walking on a daily basis, even if it's the slowest pace, you'll burn 100 calories. So 30 minutes of walking every day leads up to like 100 calorie deficit to your current maintenance calories. And if you multiply 100 by 30 days in a month, you get a 3000 calorie deficit. So if you multiply the 3000 calorie deficit in a month into 12, that's a 36,000 calorie deficit in a year. So you lose around, like, if you divide the 36,000 by 7,500, you'll get anywhere around 5 kgs of body fat lost per year by keeping your eating habits the same and not introducing any intentional forms of exercise. So that's a big deal. 30 minutes is nothing if you just know how to improvise. Just attend your business calls, or walk with your friends or your partner, or just watch your favorite Netflix series on your phone or your iPad, and within a week or 10 days, you'll be easily adjusting to the 30 minutes of daily walking. Once you make a habit, it will be so easy to get your daily steps in, and you can easily lose weight without even trying to. Of course, one can argue that walking doesn't burn as many calories as swimming or running or cycling or any other forms of cardio. But then you can also have this counter argument that it's not possible to do all forms of cardio on a daily basis, whereas walking can be done almost every day. And it's very easy for an overweight person to begin walking rather than jumping onto conventional forms of cardio. Most probably he or she will often give up if he or she is not enjoying that. But if you teach him or her the mathematics that I just told you, that incentive might be more than enough for him or her to continue walking, because it's quite easy and can be done anywhere. You do not need to put on your track pants, your high quality sports shoes, or you need any fancy equipment. You just need to go out and walk like I am doing, and you are good to go. So yeah, walking does have its advantages. And if you have time constraints, of course, then you need to include some other forms of cardio as well. But for most people, walking will do the thing. So as you can see, I just barely managed to get 10k today. I was quite busy, but still I made an effort to get out of home and get my daily steps in. 10k is not a magical number just because the fitness industry promotes it too much. It all depends on your lifestyle and your current fitness levels. Like, if you're completely out of shape, you do not exercise at all, how can you expect going to 10k steps every day? It's not feasible. Start slow. Even if you just manage to get in 3 to 4,000 steps currently, getting to 6,000 daily, 6 out of 7 days is also a win. Start slow and slowly with time increase it a bit, and within 6 months or 1 year from now, it will be very easy to get 10k or even more every day. So I hope you got the message that we're trying to promote through this video, that just because walking seems so simple, seems so effortless, people think that it won't make any substantial difference to their weight loss goals. But the reality is fitness is a marathon, not a sprint. And every small step that you take, but if it is consistent, will yield you results, not today, not tomorrow, but definitely in future. And if you like try to go all in the first day itself, especially if you are overweight, it can more often than not backfire. If you're planning to begin any physical activity in the hopes of weight loss, just ask yourself a basic question, that the activity that I'm starting today, can I continue it for lifelong? If the answer is yes, go ahead. Stop falling for fancy gimmicks, empty stomach cardio, fat burning pills, fat burning teas. Just stick to the basics, but stick to them consistently, and you'll be amazed at the results that consistency can provide with simplicity. So this was the video for today. I know it was quite unplanned and not scripted, but if you liked the efforts, it's around almost 12:30. Please do not forget to give it a like. Drop down your comments if you want more scientific videos or evidence-based videos in future. And do share this video with your friends who try to start a fitness lifestyle every time but fail on the first step. And do subscribe to our channel for more such videos in future, and turn on that bell icon to stay updated. Thanks for watching.